Yeah, you make things with love. Starbucks today, I don't feel the love. I don't feel the love, Starbucks. Come on. Oh, Lord. Sometimes I get a laugh, bro. Sometimes this is a struggle, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we gotta watch out because the neighbor's little kid, he like runs everywhere. So we always gotta make sure we're good coming out of here. 4K 24 today. I think this is just like my auto setting. So I'm gonna work through, I saw It's Barry D's video. Barry, so good. Dude, like, I didn't watch a lot of your earlier videos. I think when we all just started kind of seeing how awesome this was growing, I found you. I think it was like Chris and Luis, always Chris and Luis. Chris and Luis, from where all vloggers grow. or Chris and Louise, through which all vloggers flow. No, man, it was such a good video, Barry, and I feel like you are just like finding your voice if you hadn't already, especially when it comes to vlogging. So just wanted to shout that out, dude. Such good things, because you could fall into also this trap of like this being so easy and not learning the tool from which you are creating the craft. I'm gonna make that a line, creating the craft. I think that's pretty cool. I think it actually makes sense, but if it doesn't, drop a line. But I kind of like it anyway. So creating the craft, and we don't spend enough time learning the tools that we have, and then that like gear acquisition syndrome becomes even more, because then it's like by the time we want to start digging into one thing, we're already seeing like this other thing pop off and we want to get that. So when it comes to small cams, I definitely want to play around more with stuff. I've got the GoPro Hero 4, which I like never used. So I want to start really getting into that. My wife is calling right now. Sorry, I'll be right back. What do you think? What do you think about my vlogging stuff?
I love it. I really truly love it for you.
Yeah.
I do.
Have you seen like a little change in me at all?
I mean, I think you're just like overall have a lot more like joy, and like you're lighter. You're like lighter. Like you're not as like bothered. Yeah.
I'd feel that too. Yeah, I'm excited to get that burger tonight though.
Yeah, I'm excited for our little date.
Me too.
Yeah, like this just feels very, like, I feel like the door is easily opening for a reason, because I think this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I know. I feel, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like you just feel this thing on your heart for so long. But what's funny is that like I was talking about this yesterday on like my little walk vlog too, when I was walking the dogs, of like showing like how, you know how like they say like as much as we try to like control the outcome or picture, like get to the picture we see in our head about our like where we see ourselves, like it's nothing compared to like what God has for you and like, you know, his plan for you, and it doesn't always come the way you think it does. Like it might come, but it's not gonna come the way you think it does. And I was talking about like how I'd rather show up here and just see what happens, and like as an unexpected surprise rather than a predictable participator. That was like my little sound bite.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah,
that feels very you.
Yeah, and that's what I want to be. Me. I want to be me. I want to be free. All right, I gotta go.
Did you find your mat though in the garage?
Yeah, it's in the back, so I'm excited to see how this goes. A little yoga never hurt anyone. All right, we just got done with yoga. Oh man, that was weird. I haven't stretched like this in a while. But did some yin yoga, and it's just relaxing and calming, and you sit in poses for like 5 minutes. It was nothing too crazy. It's my first time back in probably over a year, but all part of the vlogging being kind of the catalyst for me getting back into things and trying new things. You know, I did pickleball, now I'm getting back into yoga, so trying different ways to get movement in. Oh, all right. So now that we got yoga out of the way, I wanted to kind of just recap on that experience. And this is all, like I just said, all in an effort to slow down more. This is my first time back to yoga in probably over a year. And you know, the other day when I posted that response to Luis, and then I had to like take a moment to relax, it was kind of like that push that I needed to say, like, I need to get back into like a physical practice of slowing down and mindfulness. Now, you guys might be like, yoga is crazy, like, why yoga? There's a lot of new things in my life that I've tried over the last 5 years, yoga being one of them. Reason why: my wife is a therapist, but before that she was a yoga teacher, pretty much full-time, kind of figuring life out. She was a Division I swimmer. She started going to school for therapy, becoming a therapist, and she was doing yoga to get by, and she is a 500-hour yoga teacher. I think it's like 500 RYT. I don't know what that certification means. I think it's like registered yoga trainer or maybe something else. She got me really into this practice, and at first it was really hard. I like jumped into like heated vinyasa, which was like crazy, and literally like realized how weak I was in my body. Every time I come back, I realize like this is exactly where I need to be. Even if it's 1 day a week, I need to get in here. I need to just rest and be unhurried and have that peace. There's something very cathartic about it. There's something very there was a word that I thought of in there. Darn it, I forgot it. But it's cathartic, it's relaxing. You're very present. That wasn't the word, but you are. And no wonder why people like get into yoga and like say, this is gonna be my life, I quit everything. I want to feel this all the time. And dude, like, it's euphoric. That's the word. It's euphoric, man. It really does release things. I don't know the science behind it and all that. All I know is what it does for me. So whether it's yoga or therapy or taking a walk out in nature, anything else, but more of the relaxing things, I think I want to challenge you guys to find or talk about what you're doing that you find relaxing. What is that space that you can escape to that is relaxing for you, that helps you become more present? I would love to know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. I couldn't show you in the yoga. This was my first time back. I didn't want to, you know, bring a camera in there. And also it was like, I wanted to be present in it. But you can see kind of my relaxation right now. So, whew, in the spirit of Papa Luis, I'm gonna go see if I get some Starbucks. I might try that horchata shaken espresso. I'm gonna call my wife and ask her if she wants anything. See you guys in a second. I'm at Starbucks. If you want anything, let me know in like the next 90 seconds, please. All right, bye. Guys, if I haven't said it, Action 5 Pro, internal mic, pretty much bare bones. I've got the small rig suction mount here. I usually put it on the window, trying to get a different angle for my Starbucks order. and just play around with it. Okay, here she is. Yes, she made it just in time. Yo.
Are you still at Starbucks?
You like made it just in time. I'm about to come up to the speaker.
Do you see on the menu the iced cherry chai?
Not yet. I'm not up that far. Hold on one second. This big truck is in front of me.
How can I help you?
How you doing? Do you guys have an iced cherry chai still?
Yeah.
Okay. What size do you want, Catherine?
Actually, hold on.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I think I just lied. Yeah, we don't have it.
No? Okay. All right, Catherine, what do you want?
A small iced chai with almond milk.
Just let me get a small iced chai with almond milk.
Okay.
And then can I get a regular horchata espresso, shaken espresso?
What size?
Let me get a grande.
Grande ice horchata, anything else?
Yeah, and then can I get the cheese Danish?
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Alright.
Cool. Thank you. The kid seemed nice. He didn't say anything though. I didn't know if I should move forward, so I was just like, okay, thank you. This kick Luis is on, dude. It is it's got me. And I think just getting back out into the world too, it's kind of like, okay, I'm moving, I'm grooving, I need something. How you doing? Good. Thank you.
Just waiting for a horchata, right?
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
You got a straw?
What's that? Straw. I'll take a straw. Thank you. Here we go. Secured the goods. Let's see how this goes. Let's close this window. All right, Luis. Papa horchata. Here we go. This is good. It's not as sugary. I was scared to order it because I thought it'd be sugary. But that's like a nice, grounded, smooth little taste. I just got to see the taste profile. If it, you know, some things they have this new, whenever you're tasting something new, the flavor hits you either good or bad, I think, off the start. And then sometimes the flavor can wear out. It's kind of almost like gosh, I forgot what gum it was, but it's like a gum where you just kind of like, it tastes so good in the beginning and then it just runs out of all that like flavor and sugar and all that stuff. But I gotta see how my taste buds hold up on this one. I'm getting a kind of a little aftertaste, not a bad one, just one that I don't know if I would drink all the way through. But I will say initially, the first sip is good. I think it's just that this, why do I keep shaking it? I think this first time like tasting horchata is a little different for me because I'm not used to it. What's going on? Oh my God. I'm in the middle of the road. Honestly, the horchata is good, but I think I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's a flavor that I can like keep up with the whole time. So I like it though. You guys gotta try it, you know, once. And then got secured the Danish, baby. Woo! Yeah, baby. I do love a good cheese Danish. This guy behind me is like flying, bro. Why? It's a person on their phone too. And there was an ambulance right there too. It's like, come on. Chill out. Literally after I'm getting out of yoga talking about stillness and not being in a hurry and all that, it's just like, man. Alright. Really grinds my gears, boys. Grinds my gears. Alright, so cheese Danish today, it's good. Like, I don't know, I think it's just that Starbucks, man. I think it's just that Starbucks. so I'm not gonna drop a pin for that one. This feels like it's good, but it's not like warmed up, fresh. Like the one I had that one day at the one by the train station, man, that was good. It felt crispy on the outside. It's good. This one just feels like packaged, like it just came out of a package or something. The other thing, I just feel like, I think the drink is a good drink, but I feel like it could definitely be better. Like I'm seeing Luis's reaction and he's like loving it, but I don't think these things today, I don't know if they were made with love. I don't know, maybe they're just going through the motions there, but it doesn't feel made with love. You know, I've had things that look ugly as far as food, like it looks unappetizing, and then you taste it and you're like, damn, this is the best thing I've tasted. And yeah, it was made with love. So I think that's the other thing, man. When we craft these, when we create the craft here and make these vlogs, we should make things with love. But I think it's so helpful to be like, I'm gonna like come here with care and intention and speak to at least one person. All right, it might be somebody else that you've seen on the videos and you just really want to you know, build on an idea they had, or you know, keep the conversation going about a topic. And I think that's the best part of it, is where you can have somebody to talk to and it literally feels like they're right here. And I think that helps your on-camera presence as well, and like be able to flow. I think it's easy to look at other people and see how they can talk for 30 minutes straight and not break. I know I'm not there yet, but I think what's been helping me is being able to actually picture you guys and say, yeah, like I'm talking to my guy on the other end of this. And you know, just little tips like that I think are great. Start practicing those. And even if you got to call them out by name and be like, hey man, like I saw this video and I just wanted to add in on that, I think that's so good. So I'm gonna stop waving this at you and keep eating it. But yeah, you make things with love. Starbucks today, I don't feel the love. I don't feel the love, Starbucks. So, love you guys. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are having a great day. If you're feeling discouraged today, just know that you have a community here that you can look to, find some inspiration, and hopefully spark the ideas that you're thinking about. If you're feeling nervous about getting out there and vlogging, you are an expert in your area. You are an expert storyteller of the stories you have and have lived through. So I just want to encourage you to keep doing that. I know I am. Take care of yourself. Tell somebody. I love what Ricky, good boy Ricky said. I'm loving your vlogs. I love what he said at the end of it. Tell somebody you love that you love them. And as always, stay human. See you guys.